Sierra Leone, a small country nestled in the west coast of the Atlantic Ocean, is the destination that a team of four from the GSMI ministry undertook a mission from February 14th to March 2025. The country name suggests Lion Mountains, which come in view as we approach the capital city of Freetown on a ferry ride from the airport town of Lungi. The team, after a long and exhausting journey of nearly 22 hours, prayerfully settled into a small apartment of the ministry center in Freetown. The first weekend was spent settling down to the hot and humid weather with hardly much electricity to run the fans and ward off the pesky mosquitoes. Sunday service was a time of welcome by the church as we joined in worship and also outlined the programs for the upcoming weeks. After being recharged with the weekend rest, the team was ready for the first outreach to the villages of Mokreva and Bangoma in the Moyamba district, a 3-hour drive from Freetown. Having arrived on a hot and humid afternoon, the tender coconuts, which are in plenty in Mokreva, was welcome relief for all of us. The pastors then surveyed the ministry 5-acre land in Mokreva, discussing future plans as to how to develop it into a ministry center. The evening was spent in fellowship and Bible study at Brother Frank's house in the available light of the LED lamps. The villagers were friendly and often chanted Pumui, which means white man in Mendi. We met the nursery school in the morning and had a time of storytelling, singing, prayer, and same was done in both the schools in Mokreva and Bangoma. The Bangoma villagers were very warm and receptive. Even the chief and the villagers came to the church to listen to us speak. We were presented with the gift of chicken and lots of the land produce. The evening saw us back to Freetown. Visit to our schools in Freetown was the next in line awaiting us. We met with both children and the staff. The nursery is the largest with 3 sections and holds 70 students. It was a joy being with the children, interacting with them. The primary, thriving with young minds, was eager to learn from us, listen to a story, and also learn up a song. The prayer seminar led by Pastor Bijo for 5 days was a big blessing to the church.
And praying church. This is the intended purpose. And out of this prayer, what should be the outcome that we have to see, or what should be the fruit that we have to see in the coming days, is an influence over the community. Because of our prayer, it should influence the community in which we are living and influence the nation ultimately.
There are a good number of youngsters in and around the church to whom we interacted and had a time of fellowship, of games, and also a message about choosing rightly.
God-given purpose. But every day of our life gives us a lot of opportunities to make decisions. And in making those decisions, we have to choose.
So there are choices that we make every day.
After the second weekend, we made the long journey to the northern part of the country, to Kabbalah, where we have a ministry going on in 3 villages. The roads are not easy to navigate, and it's not easy to reach the villages either. But the Lord gave us the strength in all of this. Kayamkulla was the first village. It is not a motorable place, and they had to use bikes to reach there. The next day, we met with the villagers in both Kundaya and Bendugu and encouraged them. 3 years before, we had started a water project which has been a blessing to the Bendugu village. Back to Freetown, there was a graduation ceremony that was arranged for the previous year graduates of the TechWalk, the Technical and Vocational Training Center at Kuntallo, Freetown. The tailoring department is doing extremely well, with many students being trained here, and it has got the recognition of the government. We also had a sisters meeting to encourage our sisters in the church in Kuntallo. Meanwhile, the boys had an evening out, a good experience and exercise. And so reached the top. They had a time of praise and worship, meditation for the Christ.
No matter what I say, if trouble comes my way, I will praise God.
Saturday, being the last day before our travel back, a half-day trip to Kingsbridge was refreshing. A walk in long stretches of Kingsbridge with the roar of pounding waves kissing the orange sand and washing off everything in its way was soothing to the mind and refreshing to the body. As we took our dips ankle high, knee high, waist high as it suited each, the coconut jelly added to the refreshment. The afternoon was spent in the biryani making enterprise as the women of the team got themselves into the process of biryani making. We did our best to get the Indian taste to tease the African hungry mouths, and it was successful. It was soon time to leave. Sunday service went well, with exhortations and encouragements to the church to carry on. Pastor Freeman was getting better and attended the service. Parting wasn't easy. There were hugs and goodbyes from many. We left with a determination to return, as God would make the way.